Let's move straight to our next conversation. The state of insecurity in Nigeria's food basket, Benue, has become even more worrisome, with repeated attacks threatening the lives and property of residents. Over the weekend, bandits ambushed a police tactical team in the state, killing 3 officers, while 7 others are still missing. As part of its response operation, the Nigerian police force says 6 of the suspects have been arrested and detained. Meanwhile, residents of communities along the Makurdi-Lafia Road on Saturday took to the highway in protest over the killing of 5 people by suspected herdsmen. All right, 2 stories in one, but the first one, where our security agents lose their lives. But this ambush, what exactly led to the ambush, of the police tactical team? The thing is, was it an intelligence failure or an operational lapse?
So why the police continues to do is investigation. We don't want to jump the ball, yes. But we can always say that this is more of they want to fight back. You remember that there's been some, some kind of arrest that have been made, especially after the president visited the place. Yes. You saw, pardon my language, you saw the miracles that are happening. You saw how people were being apprehended. You saw a lot of things just happening. Even when the president said, hey, Mr. IG,
why have them not been arrested?
Why? Exactly. That word is very strong. And the IG understood that language. And you saw how he swung into action. And we saw all those people. And, beyond that, I think the reality is the police cannot act alone in dealing with these terrorists.
Exactly.
They need that collaboration with the military. Military have been taken down in the past. We are not saying that it cannot happen to the military, but they are more trained when it comes to this kind of guerrilla warfare and this kind of asymmetric warfare. So I just believe that there is need for police to re-strategize. They shouldn't back down. They shouldn't withdraw those tactical teams because, according to the IG, he's even deploying more men to get these people. The good thing, I'm sorry to use that word, the good thing is, from experience, you hardly kill a policeman and get away with it. I use the word good thing. Sometimes when I remember those days when robbery was not this high, when you go to a bank and you touch or you kill a policeman, trust me, those guys will be caught.
Fish you out.
So there is that esprit de corps that uniformed men do for one another. So in this case, we have seen arrest, and let's not just see arrest, let's see a complete wiping out of these terrible, dissidents in the area. So I just believe that it will turn out to be good, and the people of Benue will be better for it.
All right, gentlemen, we need to go on this quick break. But when we return, we'll be looking at, does this incident show the need for state policing and localized security structures? We'll get to talk more on that when we return from this break. Don't go away. Still Journalist Hangout.
In the beating heart of Owerri, business never sleeps. From sunrise to sundown, the wheels keep turning. And behind the scenes, vision meets action. Governor Hope Uzodimma's leadership has turned manifestos into reality, transformations that feels like a miracle. But progress needs peace, and in Imo, it's not left to chance. From land to sky to river deep, guardians are watching, protecting dreams and opportunity. At Orashi's quiet shore, hydropower is rising, set to energize a growing economy. The change is visible. New roads emerge, industry hums, communities come alive. At the center, a digital revolution. 500,000 young minds trained each year to build the future. As Orashi rises, so does Imo and the hopes of a hard-working people. A new Imo is on the rise.
Progress no dey happen just like that. It dey come from support when you need am.
Mommy, I got the school fees. You too much.
Na money point o.
Money point, thank you.
Customer, na transfer abi? Confirm.
Bro, na transfer.
Na money point of that. Oh, na confirm.
Progress na peace of mind when you know say payment go land at Sure Banker. Progress na small wind where the carry person go far.
No worry, yourself go make am. Mo go buy ball.
Victor, even you, they use money point?
Of course now, they use money point.
Confirm.
Money Point, made for your progress.
Stay ahead with the biggest news stories. Go beyond the news headlines. Experience impactful investigations. Enjoy resourceful news coverage in real time. TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m.
All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. I still have GKB right here and Kaidi Ladendi. So Kaidi, GKB, before we went on that break, before we went on that break, we're still talking about the security issue in Makurdi. But does this incident in Benue, does this incident show the need for state police and a more localized security structure here?
I hate to sound like a broken record, but we've said this so many times. Nigeria is so big. I think about 99,000 or whatever square kilometers. That's how big we are. Almost 1,000 square kilometers. And Benue State alone is virtually bigger than some states. So, and they also share a border with Cameroon. So in their case, it's very important that there are local components in their security architecture. It's very, very, very important. Because not only is Benue one of the most fertile states in Nigeria, they can virtually feed the entire country.
Sure.
The danger here is that the state governments are not protecting its people from attacks when their lands have been taken. I always find it difficult when people tell me that people came on somebody's land and they refused to go. There are constitutional requirements that protect the governor from people taking land that does not belong to them. So when they say they've taken over this piece of land, I don't know what else to say. Because normally, Benue is so big, but it also needs our protection. Sure. Here I have my way, which I don't. I'll declare a state of emergency in the middle belt. But if we have to take all the resources we have and take it to the middle belt, I'll do it. Because that's where our food generally comes from. And as a country, if you don't have food security, you have nothing. So the local content is not only already late, it's something that we have to work on. If Benue people can raise a militia or state police, or whatever name they want to call it, to protect themselves, I'm all for it. They are doing, what do you call it now? Constitutional reform today. Public hearing. Review, yeah. And I thought, why will we keep wasting time? This is something that some other states have done. I know I'm part of those who created, who recommended the creation of Amotekun. So sometimes you don't wait for the constitution to be changed to protect yourself. The governor and the people of Benue must come together and decide that enough is enough.
And also work with their neighboring states, like Nasarawa.
It's when you show the willpower to defend yourself. Other things will fall in place. Because the way it is going, you can't keep folding your hands and then saying, okay, federal government, they will do the best they can. But you do need to start looking for ways to protect yourself.
But looking at this, we talked about intelligence the other time, but do you think the police should consider maybe changing, you know, their patrol tactics, their intelligence guards, so that
this is their tactical team. So that this is the best leg forward.
But this ambush must not happen again.
And maybe just a bit of background, you know. I recall that this was the major talking point about what is the state government doing in protecting their people. And we saw that the president visited there, gave them required support. Even the police was commending the governor for sustaining, you know, the police, you know, in fighting these dissidents, like I always like to call them. So for me, I think we've left that shore of what is expected of a state governor when they say you are the chief security officer, they say he's only on paper. And the federal government has now given them the required support. But what we need is, like you said, the immediate solution needs to be implemented. Let there be police stations in those areas, those volatile areas. Let there be army checkpoints. I mean, probably barracks, if it is possible. Before we go into state police, we know the procedure. It's going to take some time, you know, like you said. Everybody's waiting for this decision to be taken before they take it to different states. I don't think they've come to our states. I don't know.
All right, but the side
I think, they've been going to different regions.
Okay, but now the side B of this, the side B of this conversation is the Makurdi protest, where they actually blocked highway, protesting. But let's look at the specific demands of the protesters. What really are they demanding? Are they demanding justice or deployment of more officers? They are demanding protection. Or arrest, or what are they demanding?
They want to be protected.
They cannot be vulnerable.
Look, those who study the history of democracies, history of governance, will tell you that you give out some of your rights to a central body so they can protect you. Throughout history, even though the history of world cities, it's basically for you to be part of that society while they protect you.
That's true.
That's the essence of governance. It didn't start because somebody fell from heaven. It started because people came together. I'm from Ibadan, so I should know that when the Yoruba Wars broke out, everybody came together to create a mega city. Ibadan today is about 36 towns coming together, about 3,460 villages. That's why we have. The point I'm trying to make is that you have to protect yourself first. You don't put your protection in the hand of somebody else. Like you know the old saying, that is the day that the chicken decides, that the hunter decides to clear the farm himself, that the chicken will leave the farm. The moment he keeps saying, I'll call my friend tomorrow, you know he's not ready. I'll call my cousin the next day. He's not. The day he said, I will come tomorrow to clear my farm, is the day the chicken and his hens will leave.
That's true.
No, the way forward for the benefit is very simple. You can protest all you want, but first you must try to protect yourself. And if the state government is not protecting you, go ahead and do more. And because all that Tom was okay, because you are part of what happened led to the formation of OPC, led to the formation. No. Nobody will fold his hand and allow himself to be killed. Exactly. You must find a way to protect yourself.
It's about life.
When you say protect yourself, are you saying that they should arm themselves? Is that what you're trying to say?
In most areas in the 2000s, the people start having what they call vigilantes.
Yes.
Where people in neighborhood will take turns during the night.
Yes.
Sometimes people put out, what do you call it, tires. Just because you get to a point. In my area in Berkeley State, there was a time we have to lock a whole road permanently. Because we realized the fact that that road is the exit point for these people. For almost 4 years, that road was locked. It's called Agbe Road. It was opened less than 10 years ago. Because
I want to believe Benga did not even forget the episode during the COVID, where streets were being attacked, all in the name of we're looking for food.
But this time, how should the authorities respond to this protest?
That's the idea. So the idea is let the trust be restored. Let
assurances?
Not just assurances, action. Get the people, prosecute them, jail them, and the ones that are killed, which is definitely a case of murder,
justice must be served.
Let the justice be served. Let people believe that the state is bigger than them. That's the message. You can't be bigger than the state, irrespective of whatever connection, irrespective of whatever favor you must have done in the past. As long as you are involved in killing people, you are involved in... there's no language we have not heard. We've heard of genocide. We've heard of massacre. We've heard of all kinds of attacks. And you're saying that people should not cry, that, hey, please protect us. And you know what that means? You're simply saying that whatever we do, don't blame us again. So it's a clarion call for the authorities to do the needful. And I believe they are listening. Now, it's just for us to see action.
In doing the needful, because our people cannot continue to die needlessly because of this crisis, what do you think the Benue State government should be doing differently to avert this crisis?
The Borno state government, at a point, had what they call the civilian JTF. Every peculiar situation requires peculiar solutions. There is no one shoe size fits all. It's not done anywhere in the world. You must look for solutions based on your peculiar cultural and regional needs. Like I said, if these places are too far-flunked, the next thing to do is to make sure they are protected. But if you don't have the resources, bring them together. That's why they created a camp in what's the capital of Borno now? Maiduguri. And they call it super camp.
Okay, super camp.
Throughout history, that's what happens. You get to a point that you can no longer protect people in far-flung places. Then you have to bring them together in one place and protect them until the danger goes away. All these, I'm sure, is not new to those in government. I'm sure they've seen this before. But like I said, maybe because I'm embedded in the protection of the Southwest. So, and that's why I talk with so much authority. But I do know that there's nowhere in this country, no matter how big the land is, that you cannot protect your people.
That's true.
It's a matter of, because okay, they came on motorbikes, fine. They will leave tracks. The tracks will end somewhere. They will buy fuel. Where are they getting this fuel? They will have informers along the road. They are vulcanizers. There are mechanics. There are people they will need to service their
mode of transport. So the so-called ungoverned areas can be invaded.
I think this is where the DSS comes in. You know, to
all these, I'm not saying it's going to be overnight, but if you create trust between the state and the people
and the...
They will give the information required. But you don't give information on Monday, and then the man is arrested on Tuesday, and they came out on Wednesday to tell you that you reported me. I'm going to show you the difference between Pepe and Pepe.
But do you still think, for the people to come out to pray, do you think they still have confidence in the ability of the security agents to still protect them?
We are not in their shoes, so I can only imagine how frustrated they were also feel that I thought we protested some weeks ago. Exactly. Why do we have this kind of attack? It's just to say that every life counts, every life matters, and it's just for us to also hasten up the state police, because that seems like the
immediate solution.
Now it's looking like immediate solution, but whatever immediate solution with the current security architecture we have must be fully utilized. Benue deserves to have peace. Our agriculture is getting back on its feet. Things are taking shape. Inflation is dropping. The recent release. These are all indicators that things can get better. So this enemy of the states, or enemies of the states now, so to say, they want to bring back fear to these farmers and all these people. And you know what Benue can do. You know what Benue is doing. You saw the documentary BKO did. So we can only do everything possible to protect Benue. So
now, finally, final take. Talking about doing something differently, Benue has an anti-open grazing law. Do you think it should be strengthened or perhaps modified, in doing something different to protect the people?
If we are sure, we are certain, we have proof that these things were done by a particular group, go after that particular group. It's not rocket science. Don't just allege and then sit there and say, no. That's the point I was trying to make. There was a time that Lagos was being attacked from the rivers, from the riverine area, by boats. We know exactly what was happening, and we know exactly what to do. We did not sit down and say, okay, because we are not water-going people, just allow us to come in. No, you must identify those who are doing this, and you must make examples of them. If they are coming to the states regularly, why? You must do the SWOT analysis. I'm not saying this because they are not doing their best. Don't get me wrong. Because I know how big Benue is, and I know they also have an international border, which to me compounds the matter.
It leads to Cameroon.
It leads to Cameroon.
All right,
so that to me is the key.
All right, gentlemen. Let's move straight to our final conversation. I just hope they do, protect the people. All right, to our final conversation. For a new coalition, having internal wrangling